Can you believe this? Doesn't make any sense? And we knew instantly right there, we have to do this. We have to. That was back in 2007. By 2010, we were debt free. We paid off everything but the house. By that time, we had figured out that that was not going to be our retirement home. When we bought it, we thought it would be. But we knew then it was not going to be. And so instead of aggressively paying that off with all our extra income, we just overpaid it. We also refinanced it to a 15-year fixed mortgage from a 30-year. And at the time we were able to do that, it actually lowered our interest rate and our payment was the same. We hadn't been in it that long, so we hadn't paid anything down. It was basically a few $1,000s. Maybe we had paid off by the time we got the refinancing to go through, but anyways, so just by refinancing that to a 15-year fixed, now our normal monthly payment paid that down much more aggressively. If any of y'all are on a 30-year fixed, I suggest you run that through a calculator, your current balance at a 15-year, and see. You will be surprised how little difference it is and how much faster you will pay off your house. It's crazy. Anyway, so we decided not to pay off our house, that we would save that money and put it towards our forever house, which we did. We found a piece of land. We found 6 acres out here in the country where we are now. And the piece that we bought was 6 acres, and the piece beside it was also 6 acres. And we had discovered through the buying process that those two people that bought those properties were friends. And we knew that once the first person sold, that the other guy would want to sell. So we bought the first piece and we paid cash for that. And then about a year later, the other guy put his side up, the other side up for sale, and we paid cash for that. So we ended up purchasing our 12 acres for cash. This was around 2011. Things still weren't that great. Not a lot had even changed. And we decided right away to build a small cabin on the property so we would always have a place to live, and we would just build it with cash. So we did that. I have some videos on the cabin, older videos that aren't great quality, but we'll put all those up eventually. Unfortunately, I have thousands and thousands of hours of video, so it's a rather daunting process to try to figure out what to do with the content in a way that makes sense. Anyways, we built the cabin. Then after the cabin was done, I built a workshop because I had planned on building a house. And I knew the house would take several years. We'd only be able to do it a little bit at a time. So I built the cabin, then we built the workshop, and then we actually found a nice used home for less than what I could build the house for. And we decided to purchase the used home and just change it to our liking. So we did that. So now we have our property, and this is our retirement property. We're retired. We no longer work, and we just live off investments. Our YouTube channel at this point, anyways, makes no income at all. We don't have even the views required.